Welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mansions. I'm MaryAnne. Thank you very much for tuning in today, every one of you. Returning, new, always welcome, all-inclusive. Welcome to your Sun Sign Love Connection readings for today. Today is April 19th, 2021. So today the Sun moves into Taurus and Mercury. And of course we've had Uranus there. So happy birthday, Taurus. I read for you 2 days ago or so, but I did wish you a pre-birthday wish because it's a special time. You know, it's your birthday season between today, the 19th and the 20th of May. And all of us get to feel your energy. All of us get to feel those vibrations. And when it comes to you, Taurus, breaking it down, it's about being grounded, you know, being more down to earth, more practical. I would say doing the tried and true methods in all things. You're ruled by Venus, so this is a beautiful energy for, well, certainly for love, certainly for relationships of all kinds. But it's really a sensual kind of an energy as well. Specifically because of you being an earth sign, it's about everything you taste and feel. You want to really indulge, I think. You love beauty, you love luxury, you love the things that money can buy and the comforts that it brings. You love gardening, you love natural things, you love earth, okay? And we actually have Earth Day on the 22nd, right? That's this Thursday. I don't know, it's one of my favorite days. And, you know, it's time to plant your seeds, boy. The spring is, I mean, most people have planted them, but it's still very much a time to plant them. And that's just the whole metaphor for a Taurus anyway. That regular kind of patience they have to pursue what they need to do, taking their time, recognizing that things do take time. And we just finished Aries season. That's pretty much the opposite, right? Rushing through, making this new time happen, starting those beginnings, no time like the present, spirited, motivated, fiery, passionate kind of energy. And the new moon in Aries, still affecting all of us for months to come. Is kind of a beautiful way to just have that initiation of things and then ground it down, right, with the Taurus beautiful energy. So I like it a lot for all of us, and I look forward to seeing, you know, what I sow, the plants I'm, you know, sowing, or figuratively or otherwise, which I actually did just plant tomatoes yesterday, and watching them grow through time organically in a natural way. Now, the featured sign for today, before I get too carried away, is the beautiful, beautiful sign of Leo. And that's once again that fiery, motivated energy, you know, passion sign ruled by the sun. Also a fixed sign, which you are, Taurus, and the season of Taurus. So we have two fixed signs right now today. Very set in their ways a lot of times, very stubborn, but because they are persistent. When they have something they are looking into, wanting to do, wanting to create, nothing stops them. So it's actually a beautiful attribute, as long as it's in a way that's, you know, I mean, when it comes to relationships, you always want to be flexible. You know, you don't want to be too set in your ways, but it has good foundation for things to really get somewhere. And when it's about Leo, I mean, you don't mess around. You give it everything. You are ruled by the sun, like I said. The sun, like with the sun signs, which is what I read for, the general reading here is really about our aspirations, our drives. You know, the day the sun is in our first house, right? And our egos, which is essential to keep us recognizing what we want. You know, having that drive, having that desire, as long as it's in check, right? Always the balance is important. But yeah, no, this incredible, courageous kind of leadership quality that always seems to be with these Leos, and that's a big reason for it. They have that beautiful illuminated sun as their ruling planet. They don't know otherwise, and they love to get attention. They love to be in charge. They'd rather be telling you how to do things and, you know, delegating than being told. But, you know, that's okay. They can do both. I mean, as you're growing up and you have jobs, you have to listen at times, right? And I imagine a lot of the Leos end up either running the organization, having their own businesses, or just, you know, being teachers, I think they're extremely good at teaching what they know because they really work hard at what they do, and it's a nice energy for others to be enthusiastic about. You know, it brings enthusiasm to others. There's a generosity to you, Leo, like none other, and you care a great deal for life, for people, and you want to be of service. You want to be, you know, your pride is always a part of this. You know, what you do has your stamp on it, and that has to be good because, you know, it's a reflection of you. So this is a bold and beautiful energy for all of us, and it's your day. So let's see who your particular highlighted connection is. And that's when I read for you the 3 major categories for this highlighted connection. And then I read a rune to kind of culminate that series of messages, and 2 oracles for every single Leo and every one of your connections. So if this highlighted one isn't quite resonating with you, just give it a little few moments, or I can't even speak, excuse me. I mean, not sure what that's about. You can fast forward if you want, but there's a message for everybody here. And I hope you can resonate right off the bat. Sometimes you do, sometimes not. But your particular highlighted connection that Spirit really wants you to know about, and the message is coming through today, Leo, is Pisces. And unfortunately, I just did the highlighted for Pisces yesterday. So I do want to say, right off the bat, if it's not a person or a circumstance right now where there's people with this kind of energy, with this highlighted connection, aside from having someone that you're madly in love with or in a connection with already, a great family member you're in tune with, and you always seem to want to, you know, spend time with, work partnerships and those sort of things all enter into it. It's the time. It is the feel. And I will mention that, well, there's 2. 3's a charm. I'm going to do it. I mean, that's crazy. Spirit has its way. I'm the messenger, right? Right in the center, we have Virgo. We're going with Virgo. And I like it a lot because Virgo is the fellow earth sign. So for me, in addition to it being Taurus season for you, Leo, there's a real sense of your energies needing to just kind of be grounded today and coming forward, you know, just to kind of, you know what else comes to mind immediately is vacation. Like planning a vacation, because I think there's been so much emotion and so much fired up energy during Aries season and that new moon. It just sparked things going on. Like you probably have 2 or 3, you know, agendas or intentions of what you want to have happen, and it can be overwhelming, and it can really kind of knock you off your game sometimes, you know. So it's the time to stop and to kind of really take in everything that you're feeling, and to be in a calm frame of mind, away maybe from your natural day-to-day activities perhaps, planning a vacation, or allowing yourself to shut out different outside interferences now and just feel this sense of, this is the rhythm I want to take on. This is it can be slower with Taurus, but definitely more of a building, more of a an intentional, you know, not getting off the beaten path, not being distracted too much is what I'm really feeling. And I feel, like I said, vacation is going to make a real good change for you. I think you need to have that happening. We'll see what the cards have to say. And Virgo is just such a beautiful, beautiful grounded energy of a person, no gender specific, that is extremely down to earth and very, very much in a lot of ways like a Taurus, because they are the same element as earth, but they are a sign that's ruled by Mercury. So Mercury is now in Taurus, which is very complementary to a Virgo, both being the earth. The difference is that, you know, Virgo is a mutable earth sign. So they're very adaptable, very able to do a lot of things, change careers or the different degrees of their career. They're always wanting to improve, to learn, to grow, to study, to help. They love being of service. They are the symbolic archetype of the Virgin. It's pure of heart. You know, they're there to serve. And this goes back from historical times. They have great tendencies towards organization and planning, and you love that, Leo. You want somebody there that you can just say, Okay, I'm all over the place. I'm fired up. I'm, being my Leo self. I would love to have you help me by kind of keeping me grounded. Maybe you can take over this, that, and the other, X, Y, and Z, while I deal with the public aspect and go out and speak and lead and teach. Because the Virgo's fine with being in the background. They don't need to be the star. Not that there haven't been a lot of beautiful, wonderful actors that are Virgos. But, my point is that, yeah, everything is a stage for Leo. So they're usually on stage at all times. And you're okay with not having to do that, but you will be a central and important, helpful part to a Leo. Keeping them grounded, keeping them anchored, kind of calming their fiery temperament at times, which has to happen if they want things to work on the vein of communication and connections with others. If you're a hothead, you don't get too far a lot of times. I mean, sometimes you can get a little far, but you know what I'm saying. I love this connection. I see it often because of the reasons I said, and because there's a genuine caring for each other, and the loyalty is there. I mean, there's a great deal of loyalty on both of your parts. If there's a change of heart for a heart-centered, passionate, deeply, physical and, emotionally charged Leo, if there's a change, they'll let you know, 9 out of 10 times, unless they're quite young and they're still learning the game of love and communications as far as, when you meet and you connect with others on all levels. That's a different thing, but the reality is they're going to be real, they're going to be true, and you certainly are too, Virgo. So, yeah, this is beautiful. I like it a lot. I'm anxious to see what your messages are for the two of you, and so let's go for it. The first one is always the overall energy that brought you to this reading, and it is the mid-month readings now. I do the beginning of the month and the mid-month, well, the first half of the month, I should say, and then the second half, which is the mid-month. And so I always recommend, if you are a subscriber, please do look at that beginning of the month again, just to see the narrative and see how it's going, and see if it's flowing or if things are improving or otherwise, and let me know. I would love for you to comment. I love to respond and to interact with you always. If you're not a subscriber, do me that favor and just push that subscribe button and like. YouTube really likes it and allows me to continue doing the content. They'll share it and all those beautiful things. It's certainly free and it's really, really supportive. I appreciate it very much. It means a lot to see that happening. So the first, like I said, overall energy for the two of you, Leo and Virgo energies, you have the King of Cups. So there's a lot of emotion. Now you notice twice it went on Pisces, Leo. So what I wanted to also mention is I know that the full moon in Scorpio is on the 27th, which would be next Tuesday. This is very much about emotions. This is about your cups are full. You're passionate as can be, which is exactly what you are. In some ways, I feel like you are a water sign, Leo. I mean, yeah, you have the fiery temperament that is different than an emotional, sensitive, and, maybe more mature about their emotions and how they handle them a lot of times. When it's the king, that's the top of the, what am I trying to say? The court cards in Tarot. So, but yeah, there's a definite feeling of just certainly creativity that's come through. Maybe the new moon really sparked your senses and your interests and everything, but also just feeling emotionally more stable. Really important for productivity, if nothing else. Productivity. And that's beautiful. So this could be, once again, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, and that full moon in Scorpio on the 27th. Well, that's nothing to sneeze about, okay? That's powerful energy. This is the depth of yourself, your relationships, your thoughts, your feelings. It's really brought to the forefront. Truth comes out. Truth is illuminated when it's a full moon, especially. It's culmination. It's like the things that were so very unsure, unclear, which the Piscean energy can sometimes promote, because Pisces is more modernly ruled by Neptune. Neptune is obscure and kind of almost deceptive, because it's kind of like, it's just that dreamy, fantasy world, like what is real, what isn't, and that's always kind of the place that Pisces is anyway, half in the sky and half in spirituality, half on the ground type of thing. But so I feel like, in addition to the highlighted message with this Virgo, there is some real tenderness that's coming through. I feel that beautiful Venetian moon in Taurus brings out the love that maybe has been kind of put on the back burner because of emotions getting out of hand, and you're just ready to communicate in a loving and kind manner, and it feels really beautiful. And like I said, maybe going and just taking time to be with this person that you care about so very much, no matter what the level is, and feeling confident about speaking how you feel, which you generally don't have a problem with, Leo, I know. But maybe you need to hear what's going on with the Virgo too. Maybe they need to say things that they can't normally say, and just kind of allowing that, having that time away together to do that. It's just beautiful energy. And it's, once again, it doesn't have, if you're not in a relationship, it's okay. This is about feeling emotionally secure with yourself, feeling like you're moving in the right direction, which, gosh, we all need to feel that right now, right? And love definitely is a huge part of this wonderful, watery, receptive energy. That's the part of us that goes inside and recognizes our power, our intuition, and our willingness to connect and really love from the deepest parts of us. There's no holding back with you and your passions with that, You are incredibly caring, and you devote and would do anything for the people you love, Leo. And so I feel like this Virgo is just kind of keeping you grounded, and in tune. Definitely in tune comes to mind. So the second category is always the possible blessings or obstacles. And, we all experience those, of course. Life is not just one dimensional in any way, right? It's three-dimensional actually in this earth plane, but more realistically, we know about the highs and the lows and the times and the cycles and such. This is a cycle of really just kind of planting the seed, like I said, from your intentions and your ideas, because they will become a manifestation of physical, tangible form for you. So the second possible blessings or obstacle card is that of Temperance. That is so perfect. Now, Temperance represents the sign of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So there can be some beautiful gifts coming through, and the productivity and the time of, allowing and the planting of the seeds that I've said a few times is really ripe right now. And Temperance is a major arcana, so it's not just about, keeping the balance like a Libra, and that's important. You want to keep the balance in all things and be as moderate as you can for the sake of your well-being, spiritually, physically, in a holistic way, but because it's the way that we can actually, literally, being such manifestors, change the alchemy of things, change water to wine, change our beliefs to a secondary belief or a new belief, a new perception, calming things, and recognizing, wow, I feel much better knowing that I didn't have to believe that was so this, that, and the other. You fill in the blanks, if I'm making any sense. It's a beautiful force that is always available to us, and you're being guided to do so. The knowledge is there for you. It's the two cups, back and forth of each other. The water represents emotion, but it also, like the water barrier Aquarian energy that we have strongly with Jupiter in the sign of Aquarius and Saturn, the polar opposites, freedom versus conformity, and just the constant battle, and not battle, but balance and temperance of those happening this whole year is definitely figuring into this. It's a blessing to be a realization for yourself of what that is, what that means, and achieving it. That's the best part. It's an obstacle if it's not feeling that way right now. And so the time is now to ground yourself into a time frame where you can take time to sit and commune with nature, or take your deep breaths, or do your meditation, or take your walks, or whatever it is that makes you feel calmer. You have all the energies working with you with this Taurus season. And magic comes from it. You know, we can change things, shapeshift, whatever you want to call it, anytime we really want, and we bring it into our, you know, energy field, which then becomes the law of attraction. But see, you've gone from this beautiful emotional kind of card with the two of you to making sure that you really focus on things that are maybe not in sync right now, you know, and it's time to ground and set your sights and just kind of keep it more on a low-key level. And you're going to feel a lot better. It's going to actually energize you in beautiful ways. Because that Sagittarian, they have a lot of energy, and so do you. As long as you don't, you know, burn it off too quickly or, you know, overdo it. So then we have the beautiful category of finances, because, you know, that's an important aspect of living in this beautiful time and material world. And, you know, it's also wealth in our well-being, of course, always our relationships, and you know, the list goes on. But I want to see what your specific message is for this highlighted connection. And bear in mind, if it isn't a Virgo you know about, or you're interested in, or any of those things, it could be the time frame of Virgo sun season, which is the latter part of August through like the 22nd, because the 23rd starts Libra of September. So basically more like coming around fall time. Whatever's happened, whatever you're planting now, you will start seeing, and it'll be continually growing from there. And people say, what? That's kind of a while from now. No, it's not. Oh my gosh. It's already going to be May. So yeah, before you know it, there it is. There's the fruits of your labor. So your message and card, though, beautiful Leos, is the King of Swords. Well, you know what? The King is also the maturity in being able to communicate and express yourself, because it is an actual gift. We can all talk a blue streak. I know I can. And we can make conversation just to say, you know, for the time of day, small talk, whatever you want to call it. Or we can really dig in there and utilize this amazing Aquarian energy, which happens to be extremely harmonious with you as a fire sign, because air signs and fire signs do very well together. And it's the Aquarian, it's your polar opposite, but always a part of you. There's always this magnetism drawing you to it. Inspiration, you know, information, intelligence, definitely technology ideas, plugging into, you know, the matrix, if you will, of life, and really taking in and learning. This is a time of learning, and that Saturn in Aquarius, it's going to keep you on the straight and narrow. You know, you may want to veer off and be that beautiful Leo extravagant, oh, I'm no holds barred self, and that's fine, but not when it comes to bettering yourself, your self-esteem, your self-acceptance, and the ways that you can create wealth for yourself. You know, why mess with that, right? This is serious stuff. And the King is, like I said, the mature, knowing, very capable, you know, straightforward, justice, fairness, equality, you know, let's talk, let's communicate, let's compromise, let's make this work. And let's get some money in the bank. What do you say? Let's have that health and a very wealthy, healthy bank account. So I like it a lot. You are definitely in line with the energies. You've got the cup, which is, you know, certainly about your emotions and feeling in tune with your connections, your specific highlighted or special, you know, relationships in your life. You've got the reminder of the Temperance, because you're that fired up. You know, you can burn out really quick. If you let that fiery energy get away from you, you know, it's not like you can continually do that. You have to have that temperance in order to just continue to refuel and to use it in the proper and best ways for you. And then the words and the way you communicate and the way you speak and the way you articulate, that's going to draw people to you and want to be around you and want to bring opportunities to you. You know, that's all you. You get to do that, and you're very good at that. So there's a good focal point right now for you in that, and I love it. And so, and also I find that a lot of times the swords do represent institutions. So it could be medical, it could be, you know, financial, all the variables there. But it's about, you know, it's about talking to the right people, the right sources, you know, that are really going to make a difference. And I think it's positive, and I think it's happening now, but I think it's going to just kind of snowball. So let me pick your specific rune. Love the rune. They're an oracle that's been around for centuries. And just the way that it's been so synchronistic in my readings since I brought them out, I'm extremely grateful that I asked for these for a Christmas gift. And I just want to eventually have them all memorized, but I don't now. So I pick one out. And they're beautiful amethysts, and I haven't picked this one before. I'm excited. And I look at the back of the picture, and we go from there. This is the rune of, no, come on. I don't always hold them. Oh, okay. It's the number 2, Uros. Uros. I don't want to butcher it. I apologize. Uros. And I put that right on the Temperance, for the second card, for the possible blessings or obstacles. Ask Spirit to really, really just kind of concisely bring out the punctuation to this message for you. And number 2 is about partnership, and it's about love, and it's about, you know, building upon, you know, something with someone else, you know, because life is better with other people. Love is better when it's shared and given, right? It's lovely to receive, but it feels really beautiful when we're giving it as well. And so you have Euros, yeah. Oh, well, the period is between July 14th and July 29th. So that would be between Cancer and Leo. So right around your birthday time. And that says a lot. So it says something that's happening now and you're building upon, and you've put those intentions and you're really feeling strong about it, and you're going to set your sights, put those stakes in the ground, you know, and make this real, right? You're going to do what you need to do. You're going to be incredibly forthright and steadfast and patient. And it seems as though around your birthday time, which would be wonderful, right? When it's your sun season, game on. So it says the response and the wording is, oh, well, first of all, the side word for it is primordial force. Primordial, that, you know, that natural beast, like lion kind of king of the forest force that you have is coming forth. And it says freedom, power, frenzy, passion, of course. Isn't that cool? Very, very synchronistic. Conquest, progress, courage, risk of failure for those who exaggerate. I've known Leos who exaggerate, but you know what? This is for you, Leo. This is what I'm talking about. How perfect is this? And you just reach in this rune, and it's like it's magic pouch that just brings a little more information just to kind of seal the deal, if you will. And it's for you, and it's beautiful, and it's wonderful, wonderful energy for you. And why not? You deserve it. We all deserve it. So now I'm going to go on to your beautiful oracle. And these are the starseed oracles. I don't know if I mentioned I'm using the Star Spinner Tarot for mid-month reading. So there's a bunch of star things going on because we're all stars and we all connect and we all have great potential. We have something important to offer. Every one of us in our own way, no matter what it is. And so what your specific message, though, Leo, and for every other connection you have, is that of, I just pulled this the other day. Wow. The golden children. I don't know how far long ago. It wasn't too long ago. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. You know, that takes me back to the first card you got. And that's the king of emotion, because it's internal. It's our emotions. It's how we feel, how we react, how we, you know, that childlike part of us seems to be like a child. You know, when you're young, you just like, you say what you want, you have your temper tantrum, you do what you got to do. It's real though. And to never ever lose sight or connection with that inner child, and to do your best even during the most stressful times, to have fun, plan that vacation, make time for yourself in the hustle and bustle of life that's building back up, which I'm certainly noticing. It certainly is at my job. We knew it would. It was a matter of time and certainly patience. And it's slow. It's still building. It's the Taurus time. Like I said, it's just creating whatever it is we choose, but just knowing, you know, we got to just be patient and just persevere, right? And enjoy the process. It's the innocence of it, and it's the rare gifts that come from that. Just being and accepting and allowing this emotional part of you to be vulnerable, for heaven's sakes. So I'll read to you what it says, because it's a beautiful, beautiful book, and it is by Rebecca Campbell. The artwork is Danielle Noel. Just fabulous, beautiful. It's like a gateway. There's that full moon, though, in the back. Whoo, boy, the Scorpio. Opening up to truth and allowing that to come through for yourself, for everybody involved. It's really an important time. Truths are going to come out we for the collective, too, that we're just going to be like, oh, okay. So I'm kind of interested in knowing what that'll be about. But the golden, I actually had a problem the last time. I apologize. Because I thought it was in a specific order. And then I was having problems. Fine, there it is. The golden children. Golden children are highly advanced, extremely intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on planet Earth. Maybe you're thinking about having a child. Maybe you want to literally plant the seed, Leo. I mean, it just came to mind, and it's not the first time, but Spirit clearly wants me to say that. It is our inner child, but it could be a child literally coming because it's in the womb of the mother, and that's phenomenal. But if not, it's an idea or a child or a new beginning of something as well. Yeah, so, but the new aspect that the golden children are highly advanced, extremely intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on planet Earth. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts and intuitive abilities. Goes back to the Pisces. Interesting, because Pisces are so incredibly intuitive, as is Scorpio and Cancer in general, the water signs. Maybe you have Pisces or water signs in your chart. You can always look this up, as well as where the planet, you know, the sign of Taurus falls in your chart. That'll be the area that it specifically affects you during Taurus season. Golden children are born with a very clear mission. Many remember it from a young age, and being answered and sharing it early in life. And begin answering and sharing it in early life. Due to their unique intelligence, they may find themselves easily bored at school. Most have never incarnated on Earth before, and so, if they're not supported in the right ways, they struggle with physical life here. They're often referred to as the new humans. So anyway, the question of Star Soul's inquiry is, how can you treat yourself or others more tenderly? Once again, going back to the water, the element of water, and knowing that even if you are a fire sign, an earth sign, an air sign, or a water sign, we all have the ability to touch into the parts of us that are the water. We have much water in our bodies. We are definitely affected by the moon, as is certainly water signs. But just being in touch with your tender side and never letting go, especially when it comes to love and relationships. It's a really key part of making a relationship last, I think. So that's gorgeous. I absolutely love that. There seems to be some real gold highlights in every one of your cards. The bird, certainly the ark, and the beautiful stars and, crown on this Temperance, and then the cup. And you're a golden sign anyway, because you're ruled by the sun. You got that beautiful, beautiful illumination around you always. So let's finish with your last card, Leo, for today. And it is the Super Attractor Manifestation message. And this is about creating the life that you choose by feeling it and then allowing it to happen, right? What you put out, you receive. Something to really always remember in the law of attraction aspect of life. So your message for today, it's so beautiful. It's about love. It's pretty perfect. And it's that second and root chakra and second chakra for passion and creativity and energy and stability and security. Once again, with the Taurus energy. Wow. What a beautiful reading. When I'm in a state of appreciation, I just picked this yesterday, I kid you not. Had to be seen or heard for some reason. When I'm in a state of appreciation, I'm in vibrational alignment with my true love nature. Bring out the love, Leo. You got it in spades. Your heart is asking you to do so. The sensuality and the Venetian energies of Taurus season will help to bring that out. If it's somebody new you haven't spoken to and you're feeling, even Leos can be a little shy. I mean, they are very, very courageous and very, very, strong and confident in a lot of ways, but they can be shy. Get out of your shell, man. Make it happen. Be the initiator, right? And just take it in and embrace it, and thrive with it. So that's for you. That's your reading. And I hope that you are feeling it right now, or certainly will start to before the month's end. And just enjoy. Take care. Plan that vacation as well. Nothing better than to spend really quality time with those you care about in a more quiet and, serene atmosphere. So thank you very much for taking the time. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you again sometime. Until next time, bye for now.